Right folks, this is important because when we come to the man cave, it's important that we have our own physical and emotional space, so therefore we always have to flick the bolt. Good evening folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's safe, hope everybody's well, and welcome to a quick impromptu vlog from the man cave. I'm just near it's Bank Holiday Monday evening, just faffing around basically. Cheers guys. So just faffing around really, and I just thought I'd make a very impromptu video just to give you a bit of an update on the channel as to what's happening, you know, what projects I've got coming up in the very near future. So I've just made a little list here, I'll just run down those with you. So, first of all then, this week I'll be making the gate to match up with the fencing, which has been the subject of my previous videos. The next thing I'll be doing is cleaning the Upvc cladding with the specialist chemicals I've got, and I bought a couple of new extending brushes as well. So if you look at my previous videos, then that'll become clear what I'm up to with that. So in terms of priorities then, the first priority will be to make the gate to match the fencing I've just done. And second priority is to renovate the Upvc cladding at the house. So the third thing I need to do then is to make a patio area outside this man cave. So you know, I've got an average sized garden, the grass goes up to the man cave. I've just laid some slabs down there temporarily just to give me something to sort of like walk on, you know, when it rains, that sort of thing, but I want to make something a bit more permanent. So that's the third on the list. Now, fourth on the list, I've got to make another gate, and this is a little project I've been putting off for a while now, because the gate in question, it needs replacing, but it's attached to a side of the house, and I've got to be really careful when I fix this, because on the other side of the brickwork you've got some water pipes that come from the mains, and I've been putting it off for a couple of years now, if I'm honest with you, just prevaricating about it, you know, because I've been a little bit concerned about buggering it up basically, because if I go through the brickwork or if I make a mistake and not concentrating, then when I go through the pipes to actually get to it, I'm going to have to sort of like rip out kitchen cabinets. Oh, it's going to be a complete and utter nightmare. So I've been putting that off now. But anyway, that's on the list, and I think that's number 4. Number 5 then. So I've got some repointing of some brickwork to do. Now, I want to get this done before winter sets in, because damp does come through the wall, and it's just something which once again has been on my mind for at least a couple of years now. So I need to do some repointing, so I'm going to show you what I do, how I do it. So that's going to be an interesting one for those of you who have a need to repoint some brickwork. Perhaps water's coming in, perhaps the mortar's all dusty and disintegrating. So I'll show you what I do, and also that might be helpful for those of you, perhaps for example, who have recently bought a property and it's clear that some of the mortar is coming out and it needs to be repointed. So I'll just show you what I do, and that'll be a very it's going to be quite simplistic really. You know, you don't really need any major tools for it, although if you've got a decent area you will probably need an angle grinder, but I have done this in the past simply using a hammer and an old screwdriver just to rake the mortar out basically. But anyway, so I've got that to do, repoint the brickwork, and then I've got just one or two other bits really. I've got to make a cat house for a friend of mine. I'll be making that out of some of the decking boards which are left over. So this is somebody who's a good friend of mine. She absolutely loves cats, and I want to make a nice little house so the cats can feel nice and safe and secure when they're out, perhaps in the winter. Yeah, so that's something else. I'll need to do that, just want to get the chance to fit it in really. I also want to make a proper cover for my bike, for my mountain bike. That actually probably will take precedence to the cat shelter. We'll see what happens. I also want to try and get some camping in, some wild camping. I want to go down to Devon. I was looking at some reports on the weather earlier today, and it suggests that September is going to be a hot month. So do you know, it'd be nice if I can get some wild camping done on the coast in Devon. So that's certainly, I'll fit that in where I can. And that's about it really. So they're really my plans for the next month. And so I just need to sort of squeeze all that stuff in really. And that's about it really. So that's just a sort of quick update really. I don't think there's anything else to mention. Other than the fact that this is very nice Shiraz.